all these voices. The L's are. Look at the band. Where are you guys going?
It's a pool party.
It's a pool party. It's a pool party.
Yes, look at you.
Yeah. This was pre-Dale. Giants gave me this when I first got here. I love this church. It's so fun. Yes, pool party today, noon to 5 p.m. Now, you can come. You can have a good time. It'd be really nice if you would bring a non-perishable, because we're going to give that to the Samaritan Center, or a love offering, which we'll also give over to the Samaritan Center. And then we just hang out, and Jim and Cheryl are already here. They got the tables. They got the pop-ups. If you don't like the sun, you can lay out in the grass under a pop-up. The pool is amazing, and the company, it's us. So it's going to be great, right? Hello. Yes. And then September is coming. Wow. September. I know, right? Right? I know. Oh, there's all the details. Did I say all that? Let me see if I got everything. Love donation of your choosing. One non-perishable item? Well, I could have 4 people come in.
I know. We got a bunch.
And if you did not RSVP, then it's a BYOB. Bring your own burger. Well, then you better go get a burger before you come over. There you go. So those are details for the pool party. Totally happening. Then September, we're kicking off. September is going to be our Emergency Preparedness and Service Month. Okay, so we're going to, 9/11 is a National Day of Service. So that kind of kicked it off. And we've been looking at trying to create our own emergency preparedness plan here at the center with the evacuation routes and all kinds of things that we need to know in this very volatile world in which we live. We're not going to program any of that coming into our brains, but we do want to be prepared for whatever may show up in whatever form it would be. And that's going to include some CPR training, which we'll have on the 23rd. We're going to have presentations from Harbor House and from Samaritan Center, because our community is both in the Conejo Valley and in Simi Valley. So we'll have the 2 large charitable supporting groups come and speak to us about what they can do. We're going to have a CPR first aid training day. If you've ever wanted to be trained in CPR, that's being put together. So Jim Collins is putting that together for us. So it's going to be a fantastic month. And then the last Sunday, we're going to talk about the street fair and what we're going to do for the street fair and how you can be of service at the street fair. So Emergency Preparedness and Service Month, totally happening. This is how we do things.
Move your feet.
Treat and move your feet. Serve and move the community. Yeah, I'm loving that stuff. All right. These are the ways that we bring our mission and vision statement to life. And here it is on the screen. Let's recite it right now together. Are you ready? We're community, inclusive, loving, and authentic. We celebrate all paths to God in gratitude, empowering self and others. We serve compassionately through outreach, inspiration, and education. That's who we are. That's why we're here. And prayer is what we do. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. So wonderful to see each and every one of you. So this is what we do. We do spiritual mind treatment, and we love it here. So just join me in consciousness, knowing there's only one power, one presence, one divine, infinite love everywhere expressing in and through each and every one of us. We are here, we are community in 2023 and into the eternity. I am knowing that this service is blessed. I'm knowing that we are the right people in the right chairs, out in the ethers, online. We all come together as the one. To be joyful, to be loving, to be all there is to be. So knowing that Reverend Stephen is that spiritual leader, that we hear exactly what we want to hear today to enliven our lives, open our hearts, our minds. I know this band and Dennis Bryan are bringing us the most beautiful music, because I heard the rehearsal. So I am so grateful for each and every one of us, so grateful for this center, knowing that it is all good, it is all God. And together we say, and so it is.
Please join us for our congregational song. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day.
Yes. You know, on this beautiful day, I'm calling in the energy of the young ones to come and fill our Cosmic Kid program with that youthful energy that brings that same kind of youthful energy to each and every one of us. There's so much fun. I was at a lot of airports in the last couple of weeks, and there was this one kid, and he was just crying so bad. Mom was holding him, and he could only see me. And then his little sister was in the car. So I'm like, and he's like, ah! Did a couple peekaboos, he stopped crying. And the mom was so happy that he stopped crying. And then the little girl in the car called me out. She says, he made it happen. And she pointed at me. I was like, I love the kids, all right? So we're going to know that they're coming for us. And so it is.
So it is.
It's time for our affirmation. I will read it first, and then I would ask you to join me. I know where I want to go, and I consciously take the steps that take me there.
Okay.
Together? I know where I want to go, and I consciously take the steps that take me there. So it is. So I spent hours last night and this morning looking for the perfect reading, right? Sometimes, yeah, but nothing was landing on my heart. I was reading, it's right there, Science of Mind, and How to Use It, and the Book of Happy. And so what I got was, this is the beach day. This is the pool day. This is somehow a long reading. Plus I knew we got to get out of here and get to the pool. A long reading with a lot of words from Ernest just wasn't landing on my heart, but I found a little something that I thought might land on each of our hearts. Out of the Book of Happy, cultivate a sense of purpose. If you are someone who feels you are not on purpose with your life, do something about it. Make yourself happier. Living on purpose gives your life meaning. Some people walk through their lives half asleep, dreaming of the past, worrying about the future, missing the opportunities in each moment to be alert and aware and in tune with what they believe is their destiny. When you wake up to your life and follow your passion, you feel intensely alive. That sense of vitality translates to better health and well-being. Your self-esteem is strengthened, and you have increased resilience in the face of challenges and difficulties. Create a space in your home or your workplace where you can retreat from the world. Go there often to sit. Tailbone to the floor pillow, yoga mat, or a chair seat in an unhurried silence. Let tranquility wash over you. Listen deeply to inner guidance, intuitive thoughts relayed from our higher self. Meditate on whatever it is you are meant to do and be. Spend time in your space to creatively imagine your purposeful life. And so it is.
Thank you, Nancy. Okay, Dennis. What? Dennis Bryan.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
How you doing? Thanks for having me back.
Absolutely.
You know, I really like the dress code at this church. It's like, is there some kind of party going on or something, huh, later? So this is a tune that I wrote, got a new song for you, and it came about from another minister's talk. God forbid, sorry. But it was the acronym STOP, which was stop, take a breath, observe, and proceed. And I looked at it again, and I'm like, observe and proceed aren't really words that you just sort of naturally say. So we changed it a little bit, but it is called stop. Woke up this morning, felt the rush of all the things I have to do in my life. Without enough time, up out the door and on the road, I'm chasing after all the answers to why, but struggle to find. And someone came right up to me with knowing in their eyes, and held their hand outstretched to mine and smiled. And they said, stop, take a breath, look around. And they said, stop, take a breath, look around. They said, stop, take a breath, look around, and just believe. Look for the signs that say I'm on my way to something good. Spent all of my life chasing after the sky. Fall back again and wallow in the pity party. I'm under its spell, 'cause I know it so well. And suddenly it came back to me, the one who knows, reminding me that if you just slow down, you'll grow. Oh, so I say stop, take a breath, look around. And I said stop, take a breath, look around. I said stop, take a breath, look around, and just believe. Just believe. And when you practice pausing, you'll hear the source is calling, and nothing else is stopping the flow of every good thing, and you can trust it with ease. And I said stop, take a breath, look around. I said stop, take a breath, look around. I said stop, take a breath, look around, and just believe. Just believe. Just believe. And I said stop. Thank you.
Dennis Bryan.
So that was a great segue. Stop, take a breath, go within.
Yeah.
God awareness place, the gap meditation, 3 minutes. We can do this. So I think I'll ring a gong and take us in, and Cherie will bring us out.
darkness, I am in the light. See me if you can. Everywhere I am, tell you that I am all appearing. I am all invisible. See me if you can. Everywhere I am.
Thank you, Cherie. Thank you. I got it. 3 minutes. That's how long that took. We can do this, everyone. Maybe once or twice a day, 3 minutes. And if you would like to experience a little longer meditation, come right before church. We had a beautiful 20-minute meditation this morning, and I felt such love and compassion in this room in the silence. So I wish that for all of us. Thank you.
It's another tune that I wrote a long time ago, 2016, it says. And it's called It's Always There. It's always there, wherever you want, just state your intention. Imagine no ending, it's always there. Believe you receive the biggest idea that you can conceive of. Step up now. You know how. Just allow. It's always there, there for the taking, whatever may come up. It's all part of one love. It's always there, the overflow of God all around us, in and throughout us. Step up now. You know how. Just allow. Just allow. It's always there if you take a chance. It's always there, it's your time to dance. And you will know in that moment you can fly. You can fly. You can fly. You can fly. It's always there. It's always there. And it's always there.
Dennis Bryan. Wow. It is always there. I love that long lyric that you can fly. Because that's what your free spa membership is all about. I've been talking about this concept, the spa, the spiritual spa, Soar, Percolate, And today we do apply. So you can fly. You can soar with your imagination. You can just let it out. Dream. And then just let that dreamy idea percolate down into the cellular structure of your being. You know, and the process is also a P, process, percolate, is to slow down. Rushing never works. I know this. I make my morning chai, which allows me to feel so prosperous because I've got the nice little, my own home frother, and I got my frothing cream, my chai mix. I know exactly the right recipe, and I'm doing this and I'm enjoying every second of it because it cost me like 33 cents. I should stand on the corner and sell these things and make money for the center. Because what's a chai cost now? It's like $7.95 if you add oat milk or something. So I make this thing, and I know not to rush, but I'm rushing this morning. Why? I don't know, because now is the only time I can get here anyway. And I go to put the top on it, and I knew it was filled up to the top, and I squished the top down, and it shot stuff everywhere. It was like an explosion of chai. I had to change my shirt, so I got to wear my prayer shirt, which was nice, and clean the counter, and I'm thinking the whole time, don't rush. Percolate. Don't rush to make Spirit do what it has to do anyway. Allow. Let it fall into the presence of your being so it becomes a part of who you are. And then we can move into the final part of the spa, apply. Apply the principles. Apply the teaching. Take the action. Another A out of the spa. Take the action that is necessary to bring things. Focus and attention. Focus and attention to matter makes matter. You know, quantum theory and quantum physics. I was reading an article about it the other day, and I had to lay down afterwards. It was just like, woo, those guys are smart, right? I'm not even going to begin to try and deconstruct what they talked about, but the bottom line is matter and mind work together to create our reality. We can do this. Ernest Holmes was onto this. He was so into studying this stuff early on. He actually went to USC, and he talked to the guy in charge of the physics department there, and he says, I want to learn everything I can about quantum physics. And the professor says, well, then you could enroll in our program. He says, no. I will pay you to teach it to me. And he did. And he studied this quantum theory and quantum physics and kind of brought that into the teaching. That's the idea of open at the top. I understand that recently at Asilomar, there was a discussion about whether we should continue to use the Science of Mind textbook in Ernest Holmes, or if we should just go to newer text. Well, I don't know. I think he's kind of said stay open at the top, so we can always layer the foundation of what we've learned through the Science of Mind textbook and put these newer ideas on top of it, which I'm going to try to do in the upcoming class. So come in for that. That's a pitch number 1 for the class. But see, this focused energy vibrates as the outcome in our lives. When we focus our attention, then something begins to happen. There's this alignment that takes place. This is why we sing together, because it aligns us and become more as one. Instead of coming in here like this, we sing and we start to get into a wave, a frequency, a groove. And when you do that with your thinking, you put that same wave frequency into a vibrational groove with the universe, with the unformed presence that then becomes the activity of our lives. And sometimes there's a term for this thinking about something and holding that idea in mind. They call it frequency bias. I actually call it the Mustang theory, or now actually the FJ Cruiser theory. I decided years ago that I wanted to buy an FJ Cruiser. And so it looked so cool with the little lights on the front of the window, on the mirrors, and had that funky kind of rough and jumping thing. So I bought one, and it rode like crap. Sorry, Toyota, but it was, it would go anywhere for 12 miles per gallon. And I noticed that while I'm driving this thing, when I first decided to buy one, they were all over the road. Everywhere I'd look, they were all over the road. That's the frequency bias. The things we think about, we start to see more of, right? And then as I'm driving in this uncomfortable vehicle that I'm not really enjoying that much, I noticed that every time I would drive past the windows of a building, I would look out the window at it because I love the way it looks. And had this dawn on me, sell it. I only like the way it looks. I can drive and just look at it going by and ride in something that I really like. So I sold it. But the frequency bias, thinking about it, seeing so many of them, I was like, wow, that's really amazing. As we think about the reality of our lives, as we percolate on the reality of our lives, we begin to understand where we need to apply ourselves and take the action to make it come about in our experience. Dr. Holmes says that there is nothing for which to make things except ideas. Nothing for which to make things except ideas. Why do we want to throw this out? This is good quantum theory right here. In the beginning, we behold nothing visible. There is only an infinite possibility, a limitless imagination and consciousness available to us. I love that. Cherie, where'd you go? Is she gone? Oh, what was that lyric about visible to invisible in the Sing Out song? I am all invisible. I'm in the darkness. I'm in the light. Yeah. I am all appearing and I am all invisible. Wow. There's a quantum physicist right over there writing lyrics for us. You sang it. I want to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. But this is what we get to do. We get to move from the invisible into the visible by applying the principles that have taken place because we have soared in our imagination. We have dreamed what is the best life coming for us. We have sat and allowed that feeling to come through us, so we know now what action to take. We know to move from fear into focus. Don't be afraid of it. If the idea is in you, the idea is to come through you. Do not be afraid of it. And then we can take apathy and move into action, and that sparks opportunity. I think I've told you guys about my friend Whisker. He was the guy who just complained all the time about graffiti. He hated graffiti. He also hated paying his parking tickets. He would get them and just toss them in the back seat of the car. Well, that caught up with him. One day he came out, car was gone. Had to go get it out of impound because they took it because of his parking tickets. He got a service commitment out of it, community service. You know what his community service was? Cleaning up graffiti. But then he discovered that there's taggers and there's graffiti artists. And in the process of doing the cleanup, he started to notice that some of the graffiti art, not the tagging, but some of the graffiti art was quite beautiful. And then he began to donate his time and money to helping graffiti artists have places to work. He gave a lot of money to the graffiti wall down at Venice so people can now go and do their art in different spaces. How wild is the universe that a guy who hated parking ticket payments and graffiti would get a service commitment that allowed him to understand that there's something beautiful in that expression. Whoa, I just love how this stuff happens. See, that's what happens when we allow ourselves to percolate, to process, and to move through and not try to figure everything out. We're always trying to figure it out. No. Sometimes it's just allow it and trust until that moment arises that says, this is the action to take. By staying with the goal, envisioning the goal, living in the as-if place. And we can do that as we apply our tools, as we apply our toys, as we use the techniques that we know, that you hear about all the time. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to keep going over them. Reading is number one. That's a great one. You know, Nancy told us about that. She read 14 texts before she came up with that absolutely perfect reading for this morning. It's beautiful. We can meditate. Just feel the vibe. In meditation, I know I do all this, right? But it's not that. It's not that. I'm meditating right in this moment because I can feel my feet grounded in this platform, this large lectern. No, this is actually a podium. This would be a lectern. Podium you stand on. This is a big podium. Feeling that, being aware of those two different places, seeing the room, the faces, being in a space of awarefulness is a present moment awareness meditation. It's not that hard to do this stuff. And then affirm, I am here now in this. I am here now in this moment. Totally present. Bob, you look so cool in those glasses, dude. I'm loving that look on you. Yeah, check him out. Right? I mean, that's bass player energy right there. You can just see that. Boom, 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 boom. You just get it. But that's what happens in the awarefulness moment. These things start to pop out at you. Life pops out at you. And then you know where to apply your energy. You know where to make that movement. And it helps when you study. Helps when you take, like a class. Like the one that's coming up on September 12th. Change your thinking, change your life. It'll have a lot of science of mind, and it adds some new ideas in it too, because I'm bringing in some new theories about questions and how the questions that we ask ourselves can impact the life that we live. Was that pitch number 2?
Yeah, that's the one.
I might be. You never know. I have another pitch. The other thing, like these techniques I was just talking about, Elaine this month will be doing Wednesdays. And she's going to be talking about a lot of these techniques, these tools for transformation that allow you to apply the goals that come into your life. So check Elaine out on Wednesdays. And that's that. Because, see, learning is one thing, but doing is something totally different. I was at a restaurant in Austin, Texas. They got some good food in Austin, Texas, and Charleston, South Carolina, and Chicago. I think I like to eat. There's just good food everywhere. So they had this watermelon at this one restaurant called Dirty Relatives. It's a Distant Relatives. That's what it's called. Distant Relatives. I'm thinking about the dirty rice. No, I was thinking about the dirty rice. Stop. Clean your mind up. And they had this watermelon thing with this mango mousse on top of it and mint around that. And I was just like, oh my God. So I came home because I thought I wanted to make it. Mousse is not an easy thing to make. I will continue to be looking how to do that. But this is the thing. You can learn something, but until you start to do it, you don't really know whether you're succeeding at it. You know, I could read these recipes all day long, but until I tried it and brought out my Cuisinart and started and figured out, I left out the gelatin, no mousse. This is why you got to come and do. Come to Elaine's class and do. See, Rick Warren has it in The Purpose-Driven Life. I love what he says here. Very short, very, very in-depth quote, though. Impression without expression causes depression. Right? So you get the idea. I'm impressed by this idea. Okay, that's good. I must express it, because if I don't, not even like sad, I'm just pressing down, depressing the energy of the universe. It must expand. So we must express to allow it to expand. So when you get these ideas, you got to let them move through you. And it's all about you. It's all about you. I love this. This is one of my favorite examples to do for folks. Think about it right now. I want you to think about, and we've done this before, but go for it again. All the way up, as far as you can think, past the ceiling, past the sky, into the outer atmosphere, past the moon where everybody's racing to get to the water at the South Pole. Keep going, into infinity. How far can you go? Infinity. Let's go the other way, down, through the ground. Is China really on the other side? Who cares? Out the other side of the earth, back down into space. Keep going, infinity. Now, do it left and to the right. And where does that leave you? In the center. How crazy is that every single one of you is in the center of the universe? The universe is all about you. It's designed to make you happy and for you to make it happy. We are stardust. We are the universe coming conscious of itself. And if we're at the center of it, it's up to us to bring infinity into expression. And because we are at the center of it, you have everything you need to make it happen. Everything. Don't worry about it. Many of these great names worried about it. Pythagoras, he was confused. People were confused about him. What are you talking about? Galileo, they wanted to string him up because he tried to change the way we looked at the universe. Copernicus, too. String him up, all confused. Cleopatra, we think it was all about the beauty. She ruled one of the largest empires on the planet. And all we can recognize her is for her beauty. Are you kidding me? She was confused, misunderstood. Tesla, totally misunderstood. All these guys, all these gals. Da Vinci, Pocahontas, another one, misunderstood. Look these names up later and find out why they were misunderstood. You'll see. The Buddha, no one understood him at first. And Confucius, they thought he was trying to do a religion. He was just trying to talk about morality. So what I'm saying here is as you go toward your dream, as you go to apply the things that you have soared and percolated about and try to make those happen, and people go, what are you doing? Right on for you, because the greats started out being misunderstood. Don't worry about being misunderstood. Let that take time. See, Ralph Waldo Emerson said, to be great is to be misunderstood. Why not? So I think we should like feel very strong about where we are and where we want to go and what we want to do with our lives. Feel empowered by the images, as Darlene talked about this morning, the still small voice that's speaking to you. Sometimes in a loud scream, sometimes in a soft whisper. But take notice. And as you take notice, be prepared to take action. That action is necessary for your growth, and it's necessary for the growth and the expansion of the world. Heard about a wonderful exhibit that's taking place in Washington, D.C. right now. If I hadn't just got off 3 planes, I'd be on my way to D.C. because they got this exhibit on the mall that's telling stories of America that have not been told before. They got a playground that's there for people to celebrate when playgrounds were desegregated. They've got another exhibit that's celebrating well, I can't remember what it's celebrating right now because there were so many of them on that report. But the thing that stuck out to me is that the display plays My Country, Tears of Thee, but it doesn't have the last note. It plays it with these chimes, but the last note must be played by somebody that's watching the exhibit. They have to walk up and pull a lever to play the last note. Look it up. Check it out on, just Google new exhibit on the mall in Washington, D.C. Google is your friend. It will help you. But these things are necessary for the expansion of the world, people that came up with these various ideas. And Christian Sorensen, really wonderful minister down in San Diego, says that without you, infinite potential remains just that, potential. It stays unformed, a possibility, and it stays as an unformed possibility. It is you who are needed by life for its potential to take form. How powerful and how wonderful and how special that makes each and every one of us. Life needs us for its potential to take form. What form is being called out to you to participate in and to take part in? So that's where we get to step 3. That's where we get. I feel like a little Baptist preacher this morning. Yes, Lord, that's where we get to do it. Ha! Speak to me. Ha! Hallelujah. I wish I had one of those rags, because they always have a rag. That's really nice, right? So step 3 is apply, right? Apply. Add your voice to your vision. Add your action to your idea. This is what we get to do. See, that has a far-reaching impact. Be one of those people that, it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to be a Tesla or a Copernicus or anything like that. Just within your own family, within your own block, within your own neighborhood, within your own being. Just to know that you have satisfied yourself to the fullest. That's the goal enough. See, we're not here to just stumble through like, I am going through life. Blah, 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 blah. That's not it at all. We're here to be here on purpose, to be driven by a wonderful experience. We're here to apply our vision with focus and with determination. I was almost brought to tears when I was going through the Austin airport on my way back and stopped through there and had some barbecue. Stayed and hang out with some really good friends and special people in my life. And I was pleased to walk through the new Austin airport, which I found out is called the Barbara Jordan Terminal. Well, do you know who Barbara Jordan is? Oh, yeah. When I was in college, Barbara Jordan was in her heyday. She had just left the Texas State House of Representatives to go to Congress in Washington. And I got to interview her before she took off to Washington. And I don't know, she saw something in me and we became friends. I used to hang out with Barbara Jordan. And there she was, this big statue in the airport. I was like, oh, it's Barbara Jordan, you know? And she says that as long as you live, as long as you're alive, you must make a difference. You don't have to do big, gigantic things. Just do things incrementally that make a difference. Incrementally that make a difference. You know, in our click-like viral culture, we want to do something so big. Maybe it's just the little bitty things that we do, the small impacts that we have. A single person who can come and shift anyone's life, our whole lives, by a simple phrase. Love prevails. What happens? What comes to your mind? One person. One person did that. Doesn't take much. Holiday Bazaar. What do you think about? She's sitting back over there. One person. Doesn't take much. Doesn't be a big thing. Little thing can shift your whole energy. That's what we get to do when we apply ourselves. When we sit in the time. When we sit in the spa. The free spa. No charge. You got it. You're in it. You're centered in it. Right? And it helps in this process of discovery. So, see, you know your dream. You know your vision. And you want to act. But sometimes you don't. Like, I know this is what I want to do, but I haven't done it. Why? Well, maybe it's your belief system. Maybe it's your BS that you tell yourself. Maybe you need some work on passing through some of those old beliefs to move into a new space. Pitch number 3. Come to the class. Change your thinking, change your life. Starts on September 12th. That's right. I'm just going to make myself another chai tea. 33 cents for me. Yes. Oh, chai tea. Redundant. Chai is tea. The Buddha said it so well. Your work is discover your work. And then with all your heart, give yourself to it. Your work, your joy, your play, your experience, your time, your energy, your way of being is to find out what is that way of being. And then give your entire heart to it. And when you do, you're energized. You can do anything. Because that power that you are the center of comes into constellation to bring that into your experience. When you do that, you begin to live with a sense of dignity, despite any circumstances, because when you're doing that, you are doing it at your best. You're living at your best. And the spa, Soar, Percolate, Apply is your vehicle that will help you get there, and the membership is free. And so it is.
All right. Here's Stephen.
Ooh.
There you go.
Hot dog. Praise Jesus. Praise him. I love me some, haven't talked a lot about this, but the World Parliament of Religions, I'll talk more about it in September because there was so much service, but over 8,000 people from all over the world coming together because they're all in love with God. By different names and by different practices, but all in love with God. We would dance together, we'd meditate together. I saw a gospel concert one evening, and people, they were just, it was like a serious Jesus gospel concert. And here's this Sikh standing next to a Hindu, and they're raising their hands and they're praising Jesus.
How many religions were?
Over 250 different faiths. Yes. It got to the point where people were no longer asking, what faith are you from? They stopped asking because they just knew that you were there for God. That was the point. Yes. Yes. It's a wonderful experience. Yes. So, spa, soar, percolate, apply, and then, here you go. I know where I want to go and consciously take the steps that take me there. And so it is. So let's do our revealing prayer. Oh my goodness, Dr. Sue last week. Oh, I just love that woman. Did she pray away the hurricane or what?
We called each other right after the earthquake because she was like, it was biblical and she was talking about the Bible.
I know. She was, and how beautiful that is. I want you to think about that book sometimes. If you've run from the Bible in your past, if there was something that injured you around how they taught it to you, that's okay. Go back to it. It's like, and think about it from the metaphysical perspective, And if you have a problem with something, call me. We'll talk about it. I love to explore this book because it's a manual for living if we can take some of the editorial out of it. There's a lot of editorial in the Bible, but we can work through that. And she really did that so well. The calming of the seas, the touching of the garment, all these things are just so powerful.
Metaphysical interpretation of it, and she's got that down.
She's got that down, absolutely. So I want to, yeah, she does. So I want to bring, including, sorry, Rob, what did you say? No, Jim worked for me. that was sweet. That was sweet. Yeah. So in this moment, thinking about what we just talked about, soaring, percolating, applying, where do you see yourself applying yourself now? What is that work you're called here to do? Or if you don't know yet, where do you need to soar and let your imagination percolate around an idea? Allow yourself to feel that energy right here and now. And if there's someone in your life experience right now that you want to bring a deeper expression of life, a more full expression of life, to let love more fully move through that person into the life that we all live, bring that person to mind in this moment. Whatever it is, feel it, bring it up. Let it arise. And this is what I know, that the divine presence of which we are all a part is the only thing that is. The only thing that is happening is life itself by many various means and methods. There's as much life in a gnat as there is in an elephant. And it's just that thing that's beating, that frequency, that vibration of energy, of consciousness coming alive through each and every one of us. And I know that by this word spoken here, whatever is exactly right for us to do, whatever is your particular it, is now unfolding in beautiful and magnificent ways. There's a lightness to your step. There's a harmony in your expression. There's a joy in your happiness. You wake up in the morning and just like, yes, this new day, I'm ready to seize it and to move into it and to do amazing and fantastic things incrementally, the small or the large. Where there's no difference. God does not know big or small. He only knows to do. And in this moment, we live in that creative expression of doing. And I'm so grateful for this knowledge, to know that each and every one of us is stepping more fully into our experience of life and taking that level to the next level and to the next level and to the next, ever expanding like that universe. It's also all around us, ever expanding into infinity. And with this knowledge and this truth, I'm buoyed up with gratitude and joy as I release this prayer into the perfect law that knows exactly how to make each and every one of our desires and goals a reality in our experience. So I release to that reality now, and so it is. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. It is time to think about how we can support our center in these various ways here, the website, or texting the word give, or calling the office and giving your donation in the old-fashioned way, through a check or whatever. We do appreciate that. We've got to keep the lights on, but we also have to do our mission, our vision, and do more work in the community, and that's another way we get to do that. We also have a wonderful affirmation that we say together, and here it is on the screen for you right now. As you read these words, do it with some feeling and allow it to move through you. Take a minute just to contemplate that idea, the power of divine love. The power of divine love. Because we know that divine love, it's doing its perfect work here and now. Divine love harmonizes. Divine love adjusts. Divine love prospers. Divine love foresees everything and richly provides every good thing for the world. Center for Spiritual Living, Simi Valley, and me now. Divine love prevails. Okay, so you've got announcements coming up, ushers passing by. Thank you so much for your service. When you see things on the announcements, if you don't get enough details, it's on purpose. We want to drive you to the website where all the details for everything that we're happening are showing up right then and there. Cherie, thank you so much for your tune. And woo, pool party coming up. Hot dog. Oh!
So if we only had one prayer, what would it be? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, each and every one. Thank you, universe. Thank you, the one spirit, for providing all our needs for this community, the greater community, and everywhere. And so it is. Amen.
And so it is. We have one more song from Dennis Bryan.
You guys ready for the party?
Yeah.
So
You're
let's
going.
get some energy here.
Dennis
I
will
have
be there.
expectations of you on this song. Watch out. So this one I didn't write. This is a song that was written by Annie Lennox, and it was recorded by Whitney Houston, and it's from the movie The Preacher's Wife, and it's called Step by Step. I expect you to sing and dance and jump all over the place. I have that vision in my head. Craziness. Let's do it. Okay. There's a bridge. There's a river that I still must cross as I'm going on my journey, though I might be lost. And there's a road I have to follow, a place I have to go. No one told me just how to get there, but when I get there I know. Step by step, come on, bit by bit, stone by stone, yeah. Brick by brick, step by step, day by day, mile by mile. Thank you for letting my dreams come true. Go your own way. This old road is in ruin. I'm losing my bike. Dangers along the way. So many burdens might fall upon me. So many troubles I have to face, but I won't let my spirit fail me. I won't let my spirit go until I get to my destination. I'm gonna take it slow, 'cause I'm taking it step by step. Everybody, step by step, bit by bit, bit by bit. Stone by stone, brick by brick, by brick by brick by brick, step by step, step by step, day by day, day by day, mile by mile, go your own way. Baby, don't give up. You gotta hold on to what you got. Don't, baby, don't give up. You gotta keep on moving. Don't stop, don't stop. I know you're hurting. I know you're blue. I know you're hurting. But don't let the bad things get to you. 'Cause you're step by step, step by step, bit by bit, bit by bit, and stone by stone, Thank you,
Yeah.
and thank you to this fabulous band and these
Right.
amazing, amazing people. Appreciate it so much.
And the amazing man who gets them all fired up. Yes. All right. Step by step. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. So many thank yous. I want to thank John. Thank you so much for stepping in as the lead on the service team today. We're all sending out big love to our favorite yes person, Costa. He's going through a health challenge. And what is that, Linda? Oh, there's a big card out there for him? Okay. All right. All right, and if you can write a really short joke. You know, Costa loves to laugh. I talked to Joyce earlier today, and she was cracking jokes. So they just really, they know how to practice these principles. He does have that. We want to also thank Ron and Greg and Pat Schaefer for their service work today. And did I see John up there carrying a basket too? Oh, you're doing some audio back there. He's on the audio. Okay, that's beautiful. We got Gregory Seymour up there in the booth. Thank you so much for that. And thank you, Deborah, for your slides in the background. Of course, what can we, Dennis, man, and Dennis Bryan. He brings his own backup singer, Leslie Jensen here. Cassandra Murillo, Lane Taylor, thank you so much. You guys, the LDs today. All right, Cherie, great work. You looking party time. You ready to go, right? And
I got my smoked salmon for you, too.
oh, that's wonderful. And Steve Fowler, Bob, super cool, too cool. Him nicknamed Refrigerator, he's so cool. Townley. And Randy Hawaiian Jones. Love it. Love it. That's beautiful.
On drums and sound.
Drum and sound. And
Amazing.
Tony's
Two more arms.
Tony's back there also working sound too, kind of overseeing, make sure John's got his eyes on John, right? Thank you, Lane, for going to do some support afterwards. And Lena, thank you so much. Where'd she go? Lena? Oh, she's over there. Thank you for bringing us good, tasty stuff. Next week, we're going to have a blood drive, and so that you'll be all nice and ready to give the blood, Lena's going to make some wonderful cinnamon buns. So sign up, have a cinnamon bun, give up a little blood, help out for that, because we know it's time to do that. It's always in need, and particularly with all the stuff that's going on in the world, we definitely know we need to do that. Let's see what else is on my list of things I'm supposed to do. Oh, next week, Friday, sound bath coming up. Ketron will be here for a sound bath, so make sure you come on out for that. That's 9/1. Doors open at 6:45. They close at 7 because we like to get that thing started and on time. So that's all the stuff that's happening around here. Dr. Sue was right. There is a lot of stuff happening in this place. We are busy. And it's part of that vision. I love that. With the HOA's meeting, we've got Thursday night with John. We've got Tuesday with the Imperfectly Perfect Yoga. We've got the Weight Watchers. We've got Tai Chi. Oh my God, drum circles. It's lovely, lovely. I love all that stuff. Hey, let's stand and affirm all that with our closing benediction and just know. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. No. Oh, you mean about the class?
I'm taking the class. I'm taking the class. Come on out. It's going to be fun.
All right.
And I'm going to be right over there by that exit for some quick, beautiful treatments because we got to go play and splash around in the pool.
I'm down with that.
Okay.
Thank you, Nancy. So good. Treatments in the pool. Yes. We're doing a Science of Mind version of baptism. Yes, indeed. Okay. And now we can do. Did you feel like you were at a Catholic church for a minute there? Come up, sit down. Come up. Here we go. Let's do this. I'm at home in the heart of God. My life is anchored in truth. I can never be separate. I live in the consciousness of peace. I release all fear. I am living love. All right.
And just before we start this song,
Yes.
we have a new lyric we added. We changed it from "in God is doing something wonderful in me" to "as me." And I didn't tell the singers yet, so there you go, ladies.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
God is doing something wonderful as me. God is doing something wonderful as me. Something awesome and incredible, and only He can get the glory. God is doing something wonderful, incredible and awesome. God is doing something wonderful as me. God is doing something wonderful as me. God is doing something wonderful as me. Something awesome and incredible, only she can get the glory. God is doing something wonderful, incredible and awesome. God is doing something wonderful as me. God is doing something wonderful as me. God is doing something wonderful as me. Something awesome and incredible, and only He can get the glory. God is doing something wonderful, incredible and awesome. God is doing something wonderful as me.
Go out and do something wonderful this week. Wednesdays with Elaine. And see you next Sunday.
Party time.